Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Muhammad Rashid Kamal. I'm here with
Ashadieeyah Reshid.
Today, inshallah, with Allah's permission, we're gonna go ahead and talk about the story of Prophet Yunus alayhi salam. So for that, we have got Ashadieeyah Reshid. She go ahead and tell us the story of Prophet Yunus alayhi salam. We're gonna learn a lot of important advice in between what we need to do, about patience, being patient, and things might not be good all the time. And Prophet Yunus alayhi salam has some situation he have to pass. So we're gonna learn all those good things from Ashadieeyah Reshid. I wanna welcome Ashadieeyah to the Successful Studio. Ashadieeyah, assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam.
So tell us, can you start talking a little bit about the Prophet Yunus Ashadi? What do we learn from that? Let's start from there. First, tell us all the details about the Prophet Yunus alayhi salam.
Yes, it's a pleasure to be here, and I will tell you the story of Prophet Yunus. So Prophet Yunus, he is a prophet, and he lived in a city. He was one of Allah's messengers, and he lived in that city so that he would be able to tell the disbelievers, people who do not listen to Allah. So he's going to tell those disbelievers to listen to Allah. So he tried as many times as he could, until then, one day, he gave up. So he decided to go to a different city without asking Allah. So he went on the boat with 4 other passengers, and then there was a large storm coming. The large storm almost blew away the ship. So they had to throw all of their bags out into the ocean. But then it was not enough. So they decided to throw one person in. So they didn't know who to pick. So they decided to make a card. They made all the cards to be names of the people in the ship.
So Shadi, it is a challenge, right? For
it's a challenge.
Prophet Yunus here, that he got, because the ship couldn't be able to hold all those people, so they should have to make things away from the ship. So they started throwing a lot of things, and that didn't help as well. Then what happened?
And then they decided to throw one person in, but they didn't know who to pick, so they made a card. They made different cards that had different names of the people on board. So they included Prophet Yunus too. So they included him, and the first person they picked was Prophet Yunus. Do you know why? It's because Allah wanted to punish Prophet Yunus for leaving the city. So they said, no, we should not throw him out because he's the kindest person in the ship. And then Prophet Yunus, he agreed to that. And then the second person was again Prophet Yunus. So he said, if his name goes to be there again, then we have to throw him off of the ship. So Prophet Yunus, he waited patiently, and the third person on board was Prophet Yunus. The third person was Prophet Yunus, so they had to throw him off the ship. When they did that, then what they decided to do after that is they threw him out, and Prophet Yunus kept on thinking about Allah's name. And then, after a few minutes looking at the sky, filled with fog, he jumped inside the ocean. And a whale that was following them right behind them all this time, he swallowed him. When Prophet Yunus woke up, he didn't know where he was. He saw the whale's teeth and he forgot about everything. So what he did, he waited there for a long time until someone could help him. Then no one did. So what he did is he made dua to Allah, and then all of the sea creatures, they all said to each other, "Oh, the whale swallowed a prophet. That's not good." And then the whale was scared too. Then he said, "Allah told me to swallow the prophet." And then Allah heard the prophet's calls, so he told the whale to let him go on an island. So whales, inside a whale's stomach, there's lots of acid. The prophet survived all of that. So the prophet went on the island, and then the acid on his skin was really hot because of the sun. So the prophet went to sit down. He was really hungry, so Allah made a tree grow right next to him. It had plenty of fruits. When he regained his health, all of the disbelievers from his city changed into believers. So when the prophet went back there, he learned his lesson that he should be patient. When he went there, he was about to preach them. Until then, they all welcomed him inside, and they told him that they were now believers. The prophet was so happy, and then the disbelievers, which are now believers, they said, "Can you teach us more about Islam?" And then the prophet said yes, and then the prophet lived happily ever after in the city. So that's the prophet stories that we had today. Now we're going to be answering some questions with SAWS Reshid and Amir Reshid. So they're going to be coming, and we're going to be answering the questions. So hello, Amir. Hello. So today we're going to be answering some questions. We're going to be answering some questions about Prophet Yunus. So Amir, the first question is, why did Prophet Yunus leave the city? Because the disbelievers were not listening to him. Great, that's correct. Now, here's the second question. What animal swallowed the prophet? A whale. Good job, and that's again correct. Now, here is the third question. So, can I ask you a question, Ashadieeyah? Okay, so the third question is, why did the disbelievers greet the prophet when he went to the city? Because the disbelievers changed into believers. That's again correct. Now here's the fourth question. What was the name of the prophet? Amir?
You can try as well.
Yes, Mahfouz, what was the name of the prophet? Amir can do it. So, what was the name of the prophet? Mahfouz?
Give them a choice. What was the name of the prophet?
Yunus?
Yes, Prophet Yunus.
Prophet Yunus, that's correct. Now, here's another question for Amir. So, Amir, Prophet Yunus, he lived in a city, and So why did the prophet preach to the disbelievers? Because why did they tell them to be in Islam? Because they were another person? No, that's wrong. It's because the prophet was a messenger from Allah, so he is supposed to do that task. Now for Mahfouz.
So, Mahfouz, tell us a little bit about the Prophet Yunus. What did you understand so far?
I understand that I understand that there was a wheel.
What else?
And there were ocean. There was ocean. There was ocean. There was ocean.
Ocean?
There was an ocean.
Yes, there was an ocean over there. But tell us.
I have another question for you.
Mm-hmm.
Who got thrown out of the ship in the ship? Who got thrown out of the ship? Prophet Yunus.
You're right, Mahfouz.
You're right.
Good job. So thank you so much, everyone, for joining us. We'll be continuing the story of the next prophet. Shadi, if you can tell us who's going to be the next prophet.
So the next prophet will be Prophet.
Yes, we're gonna go ahead and
We're gonna do
have a
Prophet
number of
Yunus.
prophets. Yes, we did Prophet Yunus today. So what do you have on the
Oh
next
yes, we're
one,
going to do
Shadi?
Prophet Adam.
Yes, inshallah, alayhi salam. We're gonna talk about the Prophet Adam.
Alayhi
So
wasallam.
that's gonna be on the next episode. Inshallah, today was a beautiful day. We have talked about the Prophet Yunus, and we have learned a number of important things regarding the Prophet Yunus alayhi salam in Islam. So, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, that's all we have for today. Inshallah, we'll see you on the next episode. Until then, I want to say thank you so much, Shadi, for being with us. That's all we have. Wassalamu alaikum
Wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.
Alhamdulillah.
And last but not least, Philippines is 2.9%. MashaAllah, it is very beautiful outside. So, I have a challenge for you. What do you like most about Success Coach? You can put it in the comment section below. So then I can emphasize about what you want, differences, about some differences about my video, about my channel, and many more. So, right now I'm going to be telling you about the shout out to the top 5 countries who have viewed my video. And namaste for every Indian person who is trying to subscribe to my channel. So, as you see here, so India is 21.4%, which is such a big number. Well, where are the other countries? Here they are. United States, 15.3%, Algeria, 4.1%, Mexico,
لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي.
Welcome to the Success Coach. My name is Ashadieeyah Reshid.
My name is Muhammad Rashid Kamal.
Masjid an-Nabawi, the second holiest place in the whole world. It is the Prophet's second masjid that he built. Today I just went to the masjid and I met lots of people. Inshallah, I would love to go to Masjid an-Nabawi. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. My name is Ashadieeyah Reshid. Now in today's episode, I am going to talk about you see that I'm right now. I just went to the masjid and I have this mask right here. So yeah, it's very beautiful outside today, and I just came here, so it's going to be a beautiful day now. So I just want to tell you about how much views I am getting from my videos. So I really want to thank everyone who is coming to my videos. So now I have this flower for everyone who joined my channel, and thank you for that. While I am enjoying the flowers, I just want to shout out the 5 top countries. India is 21%, USA is 15%, Algeria is 4%, Mexico, which is 3%, and last but not least, Philippines is 2.9%. MashaAllah, it is very beautiful outside. So I have a challenge for you. What do you like most about Success Coach? You can put it in the comment section below, so then I can emphasize about what you want, differences, about some differences about my video, about my channel, and many more. So right now I'm going to be telling you about the shout out to the top 5 countries who have viewed my videos. A namaste for every Indian person who is trying to subscribe to my channel. So as you see here, India is 21.4%, which is such a big number. Well, where are the other countries? Here they are. United States, 15.3%, Algeria, 4.1%, Mexico, 3.0%, and Filipinos, 2.9%. Also, Algeria is from Africa, so it's going to be... Those who learn the Quran and teach it. Always strive to create the best version of yourself. Thank you for joining my YouTube channel. I am so blessed because of you guys joining my channel. So that's all we have for today. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and click the bell to get more videos. I wish you to have great luck. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Don't forget to like and share on Facebook. Please also remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel. So, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. What do you like most about Success Coach? You can put it in the comment section below, so then I can emphasize about what you want, differences, about some differences about my video, about my channel, and many more. So, to shout out to the top 5 countries who have viewed my videos. And now let's discuss about what is success.
Exactly. What are the things we need to do to be successful in our life?
The first thing, we need to have a vision. Without it, nothing would happen.
Exactly.
You won't be successful.
So, to be successful, you need to have your goal. And also, what are your plans? You need to write your own plan.
Your own plan.
Let me ask you this question.
In a piece of paper.
What are you doing right now? Is it something helpful to make you successful in your plan? If so?
If it's not, then that means you should stop doing it and go ahead and try doing
Based
another
on
stuff.
your plan. Exactly. So with the Success Coach, we have a number of playlists. The first one is
Learn Quran with Ashadieeyah.
Yeah, learning Quran will give you a lot of important things. You will get hasanats,
You'll
and
get
also
hasanat.
it's helpful to know the meaning as well.
Yes, the meaning. Also,
By reading Quran, you can also be a hafiz. By the way,
what is a hafiz? A hafiz is a person who memorizes the Quran, and that's what I want to be too.
absolutely a Ashadieeyah will be. So it's not easy to be a hafiz, but if you have a plan, a well-organized plan, inshallah, you will be a hafiz.
Yes. And also prayer and dua. Every day you should pray 5 times a day.
The difference between a Muslim and non-Muslim is praying. If you stop praying, you're not a Muslim.
Wait, what about network? Yeah,
exactly.
network.
We need to network to the people all over the world.
All over the world.
By the way, one of the places to network is in the Hajj.
In the Hajj.
We'll cover a lot of things about Hajj. What are the criteria to do Hajj?
Yes.
When do we need to do Hajj?
When do we need to do Hajj? Also, the Islamic story. You get lots of stuff from the Islamic prophet stories.
Yes, we will learn a lot of things. Let's talk about, for example, the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. We will learn a lot about that.
Yes, we will learn a lot.
The physical exercise is another playlist.
Which is about exercising. That's why when you're exercising,
your brain cell repair as well, Ashadieeyah. And even
just like when a car, it's like broken, then you need to repair it.
Absolutely, a broken car. Think about that.
It helps you to grow.
Absolutely.
It makes you grow, and it also brings new nerve cells and blood vessels.
Yes, all those tips are here under the Success Coach. And also, we want to read about a couple of quotes from the Quran. Do not despair of the mercy of Allah.
So be patient. Indeed, the promise of Allah is
true. Indeed, Allah forgives all sins. Inshallah. So which of the favor of your Lord would you deny? None.
Inshallah, we will achieve together. Success Coach. Always strive to create the best version of yourself.
That's right. We need to be, we need to create ourselves a best version every day. And also, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe and be part of the family of Success Coach.
Yes. Inshallah, we will achieve together. Always strive to create the best version of yourself.
That's right. We need to be, we need to create ourselves a best version every day. And also, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe and be part of the family of Success Coach.
Yes. Inshallah, we will achieve together.